The 2022 Kink Williams is the highest quality BMX bike in Kink's bike line this year. This bike is made from very strong parts and it's made after Nathan Williams' signature BMX bike. Now there's some things that's a little bit deceiving about this bike and I'll talk about that later on. This is the Kink Williams and this is everything that you need to know about it before you buy it. What's up guys, my name's Douglas, I run Dougsterbob.com and this wonderful YouTube channel, and I make helpful BMX content so that you can get into the sport that means so much to me and a lot of other people. The 2022 Kink Williams BMX bike is a great choice for certain people. All the information in this review is pulled from the Dougsterbob app, which is available on the App Store and the Google Play Store. It analyzes over 80 different bikes with a complex scoring system that gives them scores in street, park, dirt, quality, value, and a ton of... There's way more information in that score than you will ever need to know about the bike, but that's what I use to make the review about the Williams. If you want to get it, it's available and you'd be crazy not to get it and use it while you're doing your research. But there's a lot of other free tools for you to use in the description. I know nobody uses the description, but hit the description and look at all of the free tools in there. The links are actually useful, unlike some people's description links, not very... Anyway, the Kink Williams only comes in one color. It comes in a rattlesnake brown, which I was pretty disappointed about compared to their bright candy red 2021 model. The rattlesnake brown's just a little dull for me. However, take a look at it, let me know what you think about it. The Kink Williams costs $899, not quite $1,000, but making it the most expensive bike in Kink's line this year. The Kink Williams weighs 26.6 pounds, but keep in mind this is the weight with the 4 pegs and the 4 hub guards that come included. The Kink Williams scores very high in quality. It scored an 8.4 out of 10 in quality. And this means that the bike has a full chromoly frame, aftermarket forks, aftermarket bars, a free coaster, 4 pegs, 4 hub guards, and a few other signature aftermarket parts. One of the common misconceptions, and it's a little bit deceiving, is that the Kink Williams comes with Nathan Williams' signature Williams frame, and that's simply not true. The way that Kink words it, yes, this is Nathan Williams' signature bike, and what that means is that the specs and the geometries are designed to match his signature frame. But the reason this bike is only $899 instead of $1,200 is because this is just a full chromoly bike that was mass produced for the Williams complete bike and not mass produced as the Williams frame. I know you guys, you want to argue on it, but that's not the case. Like, this is not the signature $349 Williams frame. But the forks and bars are the aftermarket forks and bars for the Williams. Because of the 8.4 quality score, this bike does not have a weight limit like other Kink bikes. This bike would be solid for riders of all weights, and no matter your weight, you can expect this bike to last for you. I use the Dougsterbob app to find bikes that are similar quality to the Williams, and sadly, nothing came up. The 8.4 quality score is very unique in a sense that most bikes sit at that 7 quality score, and then they make a fully aftermarket version that costs a lot more than the Williams and ultimately scores a lot higher. Kink put this here and it scores 8.4 because the frame's not the aftermarket frame, and it's just in a weird spot because most companies don't do this. With a signature bike, they have signature part, which makes the bike cost a lot more and also makes it a higher quality. Now, because of this 8.4 quality score and $899 price tag, the Kink Williams is going to score a 6.76 in the value section. To be fair, 6.76 isn't that good of a value score. It's not the end of the world. This is still a fairly good value bike, but again, it just comes back to what I was saying about this bike not being the best quality for $900. They could have included a full aftermarket frame, bumping up that quality score significantly, and then bringing up the value score with it. It's not the end of the world, but it is a pretty low value score compared to the rest of Kink's bikes. Now, I used the Dougsterbob app to try and find better quality bikes for the same price, and unfortunately there was nothing there. So this does tell you that for $900, the Kink Williams is the best BMX bike that you could buy. The Kink Williams is going to be a good choice for somebody who really likes Nathan Williams. If you want to show your support for Nathan Williams, buy the Williams bike. This bike is street ready right out of the box with the free coaster, the 4 pegs, the 4 hub guards, and it has a lot of unique features to it in terms of aftermarket parts that make it stand out from the rest of Kink's line. So if you're pretty serious about the sport, but you don't want to spend over $1,000, the Williams would be okay for you. This bike is going to be most comfortable when ridden in the streets. It has a nice geometry that will make street riding feel pretty comfortable. The pegs, the hub guards, and the free coaster are all added bonuses so that this bike will feel solid. If you want something street specific right out of the box, that's what the Williams is best for. However, just like the Switch and just like the Cloud, it does have a more responsive geometry, so technical park riding can be achieved. I wouldn't really recommend it for dirt because of the free coaster. When you're riding dirt with a free coaster, that slack can really bite you in the ass sometimes. So be careful with this, make sure you understand how the free coaster works, and if your style fits street and some park, you're gonna really enjoy riding the Williams. But keep in mind, this isn't the same quality as something like the Sunday Soundwave or the We the People Envy. Now for a mid-level rider or a high-level rider who wants a solid bike that they don't have to make any upgrades on, it would be better to get a full aftermarket BMX bike that gives you a stronger foundation. This Williams frame that's not aftermarket isn't the best foundation to have because frames are really expensive to break. So if this frame breaks, you're going to be out a lot of money to replace it. And it would be better to spend that money initially and get a higher quality bike. I just don't like where it sits in terms of price and in terms of quality. Most people who get the Williams, this will be the same thing as the Kink Cloud, they don't really need this level of quality. They would be just fine on a $500 or $600 bike with full chromoly and minimal aftermarket parts, and it wouldn't be worth it to them to spend $900 on this bike that has mostly aftermarket parts. And the people who have an abundance of money and just want the best quality BMX bike, they wouldn't get the Williams either. So the market of this bike is a little bit confusing to me because it's just right in the middle of where most people would settle on the BMX bike. This does show up in my free BMX bike recommendations from time to time because there are a handful of people that this is perfect for, but not very often. Usually, you don't need this high of a quality bike, or you can spend a little bit more to get an extra high quality bike. If you think the Williams is right for you, I've put a link here up on the screen to go to Dan's Comp and buy it from them. They have the Williams in stock and it's $900. I love working with Dan's Comp because they do so much to grow BMX. If you're still unsure which bike is right for you, click the free BMX bike recommendation. The link is in the description. All you have to do is fill out your budget, your height, your skill level. I'll take a look at that information and I'll send you a PDF with 3 bikes that are perfect for you. It's going to take the guesswork out. It's going to narrow it down from 80 bikes down to about 3 that you need to choose from. Most people end up buying a bike from this recommendation. Now I know you love this video, so hit the like button and let me know which bike I should review next. Have a good rest of your day and good luck on your bike buying journey.